Top 10 Essay Topics about Philosophy of Education. Creating a Theoretical Framework for the Teacher's Philosophy of Education. This essay guides educators in developing a theoretical framework for their philosophy of education. You should discuss the core principles that inform their teaching practices, such as classroom management or student engagement. Moreover, we offer to explore the importance of aligning teaching strategies with their philosophical stance to create a coherent and practical approach to education. Doctor of Philosophy in Education Leadership. Reveal the academic and professional benefits of obtaining this advanced degree. Include such aspects as research skills, leadership development, and opportunities for shaping educational policy. Likewise, you may investigate how individuals with a PhD in education leadership can positively impact educational institutions and the broader community. What are some career pathways for PhD graduates in education leadership? History and Philosophy of Education and Special Education. This topic provides a comprehensive overview of the history and philosophy of education. We suggest you trace the evolution of particular education policies and practices from exclusion to inclusion and equitable access to education. What are some contemporary debates and ethical considerations in special education? Research the impact of philosophical beliefs on shaping the approaches to special education. Essentialism, a conservative philosophy of education. Try to investigate the educational philosophy of essentialism and its conservative approach to schooling. We encourage you to discuss the emphasis on core academic subjects and the transmission of knowledge in essentialist educational practices. Furthermore, you might assess the reasons why essentialism has garnered both support and criticism in the context of modern education. The role of relationship building in my philosophy of education. The paper should delve into the practical strategies for building strong relationships with students while maintaining professional boundaries. Thus, you should present the positive impact of meaningful connections between teachers and students on the classroom climate or student motivation. Likewise, we propose to examine how fostering a supportive and inclusive learning community can contribute to students' academic success. What are the aims of the philosophy of education? In this essay, you can dig into the fundamental goals and purposes of the philosophy of education. Therefore, we offer to write about how the philosophy of education seeks to examine the nature of education and its role in fostering personal and societal development. What role does critical thinking play in the philosophy of education? How can it empower students to become active and engaged learners? Developing a personal philosophy of education. Explore how personal experiences, values, and educational background shape an individual's philosophy of education. After that, you may research the process of self-reflection and introspection to identify individual beliefs about teaching and the purpose of education. How can educators adapt their teaching philosophy to meet the diverse requirements of students? Teaching philosophy and the use of technology. We recommend identifying specific examples of how technology can create dynamic and engaging learning experiences. Try to spotlight how technology can enhance teaching methods and foster 21st century skills in students. Additionally, you can assess the ethical considerations and potential challenges in incorporating technology into the educational process. Rethinking the Philosophy of Education. This topic encourages you to think critically and reevaluate traditional educational philosophies and practices. Hence, you can discuss the meaningfulness of challenging established norms and questioning academic assumptions. Likewise, you can explore how rethinking the philosophy of education can lead to innovative and progressive approaches that better serve the demand of diverse learners in a rapidly evolving world. Why does philosophy of education play an important role in the development of young's abilities? How do educational philosophies promote a lifelong love of learning and cultivating curiosity and creativity in children? We suggest highlighting the role of the philosophy of education in fostering the holistic development of young individuals. In addition, you may review how educators' philosophy of education influences their interactions with students and creates a supportive study environment.